theater company, Theater in the X, which is a Philly-based theater company, we made a documentary about our process of creating the show Dreamgirls that we did outside in West Philly in Malcolm X Park in an urban park in Philly.
Amazing. That sounds like it's so much fun. How was the process? Like, how long did it take from conception to completion to make this entire film?
Well, it was tough because I was double producing, right? So I'm producing a theater show outside, and I'm also producing a film about the theater show that I'm producing. So it was a lot. Yes, it was a double producing job that shot over the course of about 2.5, 3 months.
Wow, that's crazy. Congratulations. I can't even wake up and go for a run. I don't know how you're double producing. What do you hope audiences walk away with after they see your film?
I hope they see the joy that we were hoping to create for the audiences who saw the show, and also take away that whatever it is they want to do, they can do it, and they can do it maybe in a non-traditional way, but they can do it.
Hey everyone, take that with you from this interview too. You can do it, whatever you want. Well, congratulations. Thanks so much for chatting with me, and enjoy the Bridgeport Film Fest. Can you please let us know where your inspiration came to create this film?
This is a pretty personal story about mental health and gun violence. I grew up in Newtown, Connecticut. That was something that just was a big part of growing up there, obviously, and it was an idea I had for a long time.
Wow, well, thank you for creating something so open and vulnerable and something that's hard to talk about, because that's not always something easy to create. How did it feel for you guys to be in such a sensitive story?
I think, speaking from at least my role personally, it was definitely trying to put myself into the mindset of, what would push somebody past the point of, no return, to where that this would happen.
I also grew up in Connecticut, like Patrick. I think, growing up hearing about the story, it's something that you just, where I'm from, it's a distant type of thing. But, being there and then being in the environment, being in the same state, town that it's in, it's deeper on a whole other level, to just be in the environment and then to be in the space and almost feel the experience over again.
Hi, Brian. It's so good to see you again. We chatted last year at the Bridgeport Film Festival. Welcome back. What film do you have in the festival this year?
Well, we are super blessed. We have 2 films in the festival this year. We had a film called Not the Same Clarence play at noon at Viswnathan Community Theater today, which was amazing. And tonight at 6 p.m. in the Connecticut block, I have a film called Past Prologue, which I'm really excited for people to see.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations on 2 films in the festival. How do you balance your time to even create 1 film that's quality to get into a festival, but 2?
I'm an insane person. And basically, I just can't not do this. And I have these just thoughts and ideas in my brain all the time. But it did help that the film that played earlier today, Not the Same Clarence, was co-written, co-directed, and co-edited with my son, Samuel Russell. And, so that split the workload.
Daniel, what is Bear's Den about?
Bear's Den is a documentary about the year in the life of a Vermont chainsaw carver who lives on top of a mountain in a log cabin that he built himself.
Hey, where did you get the inspiration to create this film?
Well, the subject is actually my uncle. He's always been a fascinating character in my life. He lived a very hippie lifestyle, and when I was in film school, and one of the things I learned was, use what you have access to, and I always thought about making a film about him, and it wasn't until a few years ago that I finally started on the project. So.
Can you let us know why you choose to be a creator? I always stump people with this question. I really do.
Because I can't sit still and I need to constantly be doing something, making something, and that's kind of all I've ever wanted to do since I was a little kid.
Do you have any advice for any aspiring filmmakers?
There are no limitations today, especially with iPhones, smartphones. Just get out and do it. I've seen amazing projects shot on iPhones or Samsung Galaxies or whatever it is, GoPros. Just get out and do it, and just do it again and do it again, and that's how you get better.